Today we're doing NBA player props here on PrizePicks for January 5th. Before I get started, there's a link in the description below to sign up for PrizePicks, or you can use promo code TUFF to sign up. PrizePicks will match 100% of your first deposit by using that link or using promo code TUFF. Again, there's a Discord link in the description, as well as Patreon link in the description below of this video, where I do post all the plays here that I'm making on PrizePicks for each given sport that I do play. Again, I do need to mention I'm not a gambling expert. This is not financial advice. This is simply just the plays I'm personally looking at making. Hopefully give you guys some insight and analysis to make your own player prop decisions here. But let's get into it, you guys. We have a smaller slate today. I think only 4 games on the slate. We got Memphis, Orlando, Boston, Dallas, Utah, Houston, and LA Clippers versus Denver. So 4 games on the slate, only 8 teams playing compared to the massive slate we had yesterday. But let's get into it, you guys. 2 props that I do like on this slate here. Let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. So the first one is going to be an NBA first half prop here, and we're going to go to Alperen Sengun, and I like his over 12.5 PRA in the first half here. Now this is a prop that he has hit 4 of his last 5 games. 17, 14, 13, and 21 against Chicago. Did have this dud against Boston where he actually scored, I think, 0 points the entire game. But Alperen Sengun, if we take a look at his first half game log this season, I mean, aside from this game against Boston, at Boston, I mean, this has a pretty high hit rate, or, I mean, at least a high floor. I mean, you just take a look at the amount of double-digit PRAs he's had in the first half. All we need is 13 here. I mean, he's hit in 3 straight, right? Twice on the road. Before this dud against Boston, had hit technically 5 of his last 6 games. And even before that, I mean, we're taking a look at this 20, 22, 17, 18, 4 straight, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is like 13 of his last, I want to say, like 17 games here, 18 games. So an extremely high hit rate here for Alperen Sengun, but he just gets an absolutely elite matchup here against the Utah Jazz. So the Utah Jazz here against centers, giving up the second most fantasy points, the second most points per game, the 4th most rebounds per game, and the third most assists per game to centers. The production that this Jazz give up to centers is absolutely crazy. If we take a look at centers, first half, this is first half PRAs against the Jazz, right? Just this season. If we just take a look at this by date, this is the last 3 starting centers to face the Jazz. Sabonis, 25 PRA. Adebayo, 24 PRA. Sabonis, 25 PRA. Coming down here, Jakob 11 PRA. Jalen Duren, 11 PRA. Jarrett Allen, 24 PRA. Brook Lopez, 12 PRA. Valanciunas, 10 and 11 PRA. Jokic, 29 PRA. Gobert, 22. And then look at this. Nurkic, Miles Turner, Zubac, and Vucevic all cleared the over on this. Right? I mean, we just break it down to like this. I mean, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 different centers since December 2nd have hit the over on this line of 12.5 for Sengun, right? Taking a look at a few other things. We're taking a look at opponent points in the paint. The Jazz give up the most points in the paint, 56.1 points in the paint per game, the most in the NBA, right? Alperen Sengun, if we take a look at shots less than 5 feet, field goal attempts, he's right here at 6.6. I mean, we're taking a look at some of the players. He's higher than Nurkic, higher than Anunoby. I mean, higher than Siakam, higher than Luka, higher than Jarrett Allen. I mean, most of his offense is going to come from within 5 feet. The Jazz give up the most points in the paint. I love that. We're also taking a look here at defensive rating for both these teams. The Rockets here at 115, the 3rd worst defensive rating. The Jazz, the 4th worst defensive rating. So there's really not going to be too much defense in this game. This game is also a home game for Houston, which I think bodes well for Alperen Sengun. If we take a look at his first half PRA, we break it or filter it down to at home here. I mean, this is an extremely high hit rate for Alperen. We take a look here. I mean, at home, he's literally only missed this 5 times this season at home. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 times, so 10 of 15 times he's hit the over of this on this at home. I mean, we just take a look here at his last 7 games at home. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, he's had no less than 12 PRA in the first half at home in his last 7 games, right? And some of these have been some tough matchups. Dallas, obviously tough against centers, and then Miami's tough, as well as Milwaukee. So love this matchup here for Alperen. He's averaging over his last 9 games 6.1 potential assists, as well as 15.6 rebounding chances. That in combination with the terrific matchup that we're seeing for him tonight, I'm going to take the over on this one at 12.5 points plus rebounds plus assists for him in the first half. The second prop that I'm looking at here is going to be obviously a full game prop, and we're looking at Luka Doncic over 8.5 assists. Now, there's a couple other Luka props that I'm targeting today, and then definitely targeting some other props from this game specifically. This is the primetime game on TNT, Boston versus Dallas. But I think this is going to be an extremely interesting game here. Super close spread. Boston is 3-point away favorites, 232 over under, 22-6 Dallas, 26-12 Boston. Massive game here. So Luka here, game log this season at home, right? Game log this season at home. We're looking at, he's hit the over on this in 4 straight games at home. 13 against Houston, 10 against New York Knicks, 9 against the Lakers, 9 against Portland, and then down here 11, 12, 11, 10, 11, 10, 10. We know Luka can get assists here. We're taking a look for Luka. He faced Boston earlier this season in Boston and had 9 assists on 15 potential assists in that game. So if we just reset these filters and take a look at how Luka's potential assists have been looking, really, I guess over the last, let's break this down by the last, let's do the last 8 games for Luka here. He's 17.8 potential assists over his last 8 games. He's consistently in the top 5 in potential assists. Just the usage with Luka here and those wing defenders and overall defenders that the Boston Celtics do have, I expect them to look to double him multiple times, look for him to get his teammates involved here. He faced Boston earlier this season, like I said, in Boston, and had 9 assists in that game. I just think at 8.5, we're getting a little bit of a discount. This has been kind of 9 as of late. Was even up to 9.5 earlier this season. Obviously, pick and choose which Luka prop you're looking at. But for this game, I'm looking at his 8.5 assists at home. His teammates shoot the ball better at home. Obviously, looking to get his teammates involved in this game. That they have Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Grant Williams, even Marcus Smart to all throw at Luka. So I expect some doubles coming Luka's way. Look for him to get his teammates involved here tonight against Boston. So again, hopefully both these games can remain close. I like Alperen though at 12.5 PRA in the first half, and then Luka over 8.5 assists. Again, let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about these two props. Drop a like on this video, hit that subscribe button, and as always, let's cash.